Right. Thank you very much, everybody, for today. Right. So as you just seen, okay, we're getting a lot more people into the group. Okay, these people, we were once part of the FX team. Okay, that was done in South Africa. So a lot of people are going to come from South Africa and Nigeria. Okay, so hopefully they're going to be able to push you guys towards how to do FX. And likewise, you guys help these guys to learn about the stocks as well. Okay, so it's going to be a good collaboration of the African team versus the Asian team. Okay, learn from each other, and also we're going to learn to build ourselves as well. Right. So as you've seen over the last couple of days, okay, what's been happening with the dollar index itself. Okay, so what we're going to be doing very soon, okay, is we're going to be focusing on what we call the fundamentals. So the fundamentals is in the UK, it's called the gilt. Okay, this is the 10-year treasury bonds for the UK. Okay, how this has an impact on FX pairs for Great Britain. We've got also the government bonds for the 10-year yield for the German market, so the Deutsche 10-year, and we also got the 10-year bonds for the American currency, the US dollar. Okay, we're going to be focusing on these and then figure out, okay, how does this have an impact to our dollar index? Okay, so dollar index is all about the purchasing power in terms of other currencies, but the thing that drives them is the 10-year treasury bonds. Okay, so this is telling you that people are not willing to invest at the moment. Okay, so once we see a good correlation, okay, we're going to understand the full system of this. So if we look carefully at oil, what's been happening? Okay, oil is going up. Okay, the reason why oil is going up, as I told you last time, okay, is to do with the dollar index. Dollar index goes good, oil goes up, dollar index goes up. Okay, we also then get the euro itself to go down. Okay, so we've got to see how this matches with our strategy. Okay, once this works in our favor, okay, you're going to have a very good understanding of how this is driven, who does the leading, and what side of the bias we need to be going. Okay, so as we're doing a lot of intraday, okay, let's look at a particular chart, okay, in terms of the Nifty. Okay, let's look at the Nifty. Okay, so over the last couple of days, okay, look at how Nifty has been preparing itself, okay, and let's look at as a comparison to the dollar index. Okay, remember, as I said to you last time, okay, dollar index goes up, Nifty starts to go down. Okay, today the Nifty was going down because dollar index was up temporarily. As you can see here, dollar index went up, now it starts to go down. Okay, dollar index, sorry, Nifty at one time was bullish, now it starts to become bearish. Okay, you've got to see the correlation. Okay, you've got to look at the big picture. Okay, not understanding these little things, okay, is going to really going to hurt you in the long run. Okay, right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at a particular pair and then see how this is affected. So let's look at the Bank Nifty. Right, Okay, how to open it. So for the multiple screens, okay, you've got to have the paid version, okay. If somehow you can do it, okay, do it yourselves, okay. But on the TradingView platform, okay, it doesn't give you that option unless you go for the monthly subscription, okay. So let's look at what's been happening on the daily, and let's look at from the line chart itself, okay. On the line chart, you can see, okay, that price is starting to go further down, okay. Price is going further down, and it's represented, okay, how this is done, okay. But if when we look at from a candlestick perspective, okay, it's not giving you that clear-cut evidence, okay. So what you could do, okay, if you want to do from the candlesticks, okay, mark your zones on the daily, as I've mentioned quite a few different times, okay. Mark it on the daily, and then you'll see the difference, okay. So this was the lowest of the demand zone, okay. This was the next part of the demand zone, okay. So price did not go below here, but that's the lowest price we can go onto. Then we go to the 1 hour chart, okay, and look at how these two are affecting each other, okay. Price is going from one area to the next, and it's starting to go a bit up, okay. Now let's look at it from the 5-minute point of view, okay. It has hit a particular supply zone, so that's why the price start to go a bit down, okay. But overall, okay, if you look at how price goes from one end to the end, zone to zone, zone to zone, okay, you must start to make these analysis a lot better, okay. Unless you do that, okay, you're going to be stopped out in quite a few different ways, okay. So do that, okay, on quite a few different things. Once you've done that, okay, then you could basically do it from the minute chart, okay, and then you can see how price itself is moving, okay. So on this particular one, the timer itself, okay, is probably not correlated, okay, but when we look at from the dollar index, it does say the timer format itself, okay. So what we'll do today is look at how we could be placing entries on a particular thing. Okay. Anybody have any particular one that we need to analyze? Either a stock or a FX pair? Anybody? Dr. Reddy. Okay. Right. So Bank Nifty was already there. Okay. Bank Nifty was already there. So I'll show you again. Okay. So this is what's happening on the daily. Okay. Daily is showing that it's hit a particular demand zone, okay? So price is starting to go further up, okay? Did not go further down. Once you look at from the hourly point of view, okay? Right, once you look at from the hourly point of view, it's looking at, it's going from these two zones, okay? Now looking from the 5-minute point of view, okay? It's still within these two zones, okay? If you look carefully at what price did here, okay? Price at this moment, okay, went down, okay. This is in the same region as that, okay. So if we were to draw a line on this, okay, then you'll see what's really happened, okay. So price in that region start to go down, so we're expecting price to go down from that because no buying pressure has done that, okay. You must be able to see this, you must be able to see this. If you're not able to see this by now, okay, there's something wrong with your analysis, okay. We're doing the same things each time, okay, so please, please, please get your analysis in order. Right, good, right. You can't be seeing Dixie because the Bank Nifty's on, okay. Right. Who's seeing Bank Nifty at the moment on my charts? Who's seeing Bank Nifty? Um, There's probably a bit of a lag in your computer, okay, because the Bank Nifty's been there for quite some time. Dixie went up quite a while ago. Okay, so what we'll do now is let's look at which other one do we need to see? USD CAD and Dr. Reddy. Good. Right. So I'll use this one for Dr. Reddy. Right. So remember, okay, Dixie is showing up. Dr. Reddy is showing down. Okay. Dixie on the Dixie on the daily bullish. Dr. Reddy on the daily is bearish. Okay. Understand the correlation. Okay. So now, first of all, okay, let's mark these zones. Okay. Let's mark these zones. Okay. And then it'll be easier for you. Okay. Only mark recent zones. Okay. Because otherwise you're going to get quite confused. Okay, so at this moment, we look at the overall trend, we can see that it is in bearish mode. Okay, if I look at a line chart, we can see it's in bearish mode. Okay, price is starting to go further down. Okay, so let's go back to the candlesticks. Okay, so what you can see is price moved from a downward trend and it's keep on going down. Okay, so at this moment, okay, those are the zones that we can do. Okay, see, there's a particular zone here. Let's see if we can go a bit more down. Yeah, we can do that there. Right, so at this moment, okay, price did not go below here. So that's our demand zone. Okay, and price did not go above here. You must see where price is reacting from. Okay, this is the most relevant. Okay, price went down, price went up, price went further down. Okay, all this is telling you that the price is going down. Look at only recent highs and lows. Okay, so this is on the daily. Okay, now let's look at from an hourly point of view, right? Look at the wicks on the demand zone. Okay, being rejected. Look at the candle strengths. Okay, being slowly becoming smaller. So we should be seeing a reversal very soon. Okay, look, price is going from this zone, selling. Okay, so that is why only relevant zones should be drawn. Okay, now let's look at it from the minute point of view. So 5-minute chart. Okay, price went up, price went back down. Okay, so this itself is our short-term high. This is the place that the price must break before the reversal can be taken. Okay, also if we look at from a different point of view, okay, price also must break this zone. Okay, so we got two zones and then the overall zone, okay, that must break is this zone. Okay, so these are what we call your break of structure. Break of structure. So what that means is price is going in one direction, then it starts to go in the other direction. Price goes down and it starts to go in the opposite way. Okay, so these are your break of structure. Okay, this is your break of structure. Okay, price is going down, price went back up, price is going down in the trend itself. So these particular zones must be broken before a trend is continued. Okay, so if we look here, price is going across. Okay, so what we'll also do here, just so that you understand it a bit more, is price itself went below here. price itself went below here, and then it moved in the opposite direction. So I'll fix that as we talk, okay? But this is how you should be watching this, okay? So I'll just change that off. Easier for me. Okay, I'll just put a straight line. So price after this zone, it basically reversed, okay? Price reversed, okay? If we also look at it from here, price also reversed, okay? After that, it made made a lower low, but it started to make a higher high. So price was going back up, but then it took them out a lot, okay? So these particular zones must be taken out. So if we now look from the minute chart, okay, we can see how price is reacting, okay? On the minute chart, okay, price is starting to go up, okay? So how do we know this is in bullish, okay? So I'll give you a little tip, okay? Look at this candle itself, okay? This is lower, the one above is higher, the one above is higher. So this will go 3-bar pattern. The one in the middle is lower, the other two are higher. So this means that the trend is reversing, okay? So this means the trend is reversing, okay? So look very carefully, okay? The middle candles, 3-bar candle, okay? This is higher, this is lower, this is higher. The one in the middle has to be lower than the previous two, and the two on the side must be making higher highs than the one in the middle. This is telling you that's a reversal happening, okay? If you look at it here, okay, price went down, this one is higher, so, and this one is higher, okay? This is where price reversed, okay? So these are techniques that you're going to have to learn very soon, okay, to understand why price moves in a certain way, okay? It's a 3-bar candle, okay? If we look at from the opposite way, one has to be higher, sorry, lower than the other two, and the other two must be higher, okay? So I'll show you that as we're going along, okay? So the candle in the middle, okay, this is lower than this candle, which is here, and it's also, sorry, this one's higher and this one's higher. This is the lowest, okay? The candle in the middle, okay, is lower than the candle on the two on the side, okay? 1, 2, 3, okay? Reversals happening very soon. This is also, if you look carefully, this is a higher high. So a higher high. Price is going in an upward direction now, not a downward direction. Are you guys getting this? You can name it whatever you want, okay, but the issue becomes you're seeing it at different places and then you get confused. Okay? I'm not naming anything at the moment, okay? I'm showing you how price reacts, okay? How price reacts, okay? When you see a morning star or an evening star, okay, at the wrong places, okay, you will be trapped out, okay? Always look for a 3-bar pattern. What that means is the one in the middle must be the lowest of the two on the other side, okay? That is telling you that the bulls are going to be in charge, okay? Whereas if you look at it from, I'll show you a different one, okay? Let's see. I'll find some better examples later on, okay? But when you want them, you never find them, okay? But the overall thing you've got to see is how price reacts, how price is reacting, okay? And then you'll be able to see the patterns, okay? So now if we go back to the 5-minute chart, okay? On the 1 minute chart, okay, this was the lowest point, okay, but we need to see price to go above here. So this is telling you, okay, the price itself is going to be going to the top side, okay. So overall, okay, when we look from the daily's point of view, okay, this is in a selling mode. So on the 5 minute chart, you want the price to go around about break of structure, then re-enter. Remember, you're entering for a sell, you're not entering for a buy, okay? You're entering for a sell because the overall daily trend is telling you it's in selling mode, okay? You want price to go a bit further up, then you enter the wrong way, okay? Price goes in, you go for short. Price goes in, you go for short. Price goes in, you go for short, okay? This is the way you're trading with the trend, okay? This way you'll be able to understand this a lot better, okay? Are you guys getting this? Good, okay? The more you practice it, the better you're gonna get at it, really, that's all, okay? Good. So now let's look at it from USD CAD. Right, so USD CAD daily, okay? Look at how this is being done, okay? So remember, these markings were done quite a while ago, okay? So this is telling you how structure is still staying the same, okay? If we look at from the daily point of view, selling pressure is still continuing from the downside, okay? Selling pressure is still continuing from the downside, okay? Price did not go above this zone, okay, on the daily, okay. Price did not go above this zone and it started to make lower lows. So if we now look at from a line chart, okay, look at where the peaks were from one zone to the other zone, okay. This is a downtrend, okay. Has it broken our lovely zones? Okay, it hasn't. So once it goes below it, okay, you'll be able to see that the price going a bit more down, okay. So remember, okay, the dollar itself, okay, I saw before, okay, it start to make lower lows, okay. The pressure is going to the downside, okay. That is why the USD is going to the downside, okay. The dollar is falling as a whole, okay. The USD CAD is also falling, okay. You must understand the correlation. Okay, why is this selling? Why is it selling? Okay, you've got to understand that. Okay, so now let's look at from an hourly point of view. Okay, from the hourly point of view, you can see that the price is going down. Okay, so what we'll do is that we'll mark the zones as well on the hourly, but we'll do it with only the line chart. So price reacted from that zone. Okay, price reacted from that zone, okay. Okay, price also reacted from that zone, okay. And price also reacted from this zone, okay. This zone here, okay. So just so that you don't get confused, okay. Price here, okay. So you need to understand why price is moving in such a direction, okay. So we've got price moving from here, okay. We also got price moving from here, okay. We also got price moving, so our recent point is here, okay. And then you'll see how price itself is moving, okay. So price is moving from here, and last one, okay, price is moving from here. So at this moment, okay, there has been any other changes, okay. So now let's look at from the minute chart, 5-minute chart, okay? Look at how price has now entered that zone, okay? Those two lines, okay? You could have entered here, okay, because it was at that line, okay? And look at how that peak is performed, okay? So what you do then is mark your zone on the 5-minute. Just change the color a bit, and then you'll see the difference, okay? So price did not go above here, okay? Price did not go above here, okay? Price at the moment is within these zones, okay? Right. If we now change it back to candles, okay? Look at how price is reacting from these zones, okay? Let's look at from the minute point of view and then change it to line chart. Yes, that is why every day is not a trading day, okay? Certain days you're just gonna sit on your hands and do nothing. Certain days you're just gonna sit on your hands and just do nothing, observe the price, okay? So this particular zone at the moment, okay, is the one that is you've got to be very, very careful of, okay? Yes, okay? So as soon as it starts to go below that, okay, yes, see what happens. Looking from a line chart point of view, okay, you can see a lot more of this, okay? So it's go from one zone to the next and watch what happens, okay? It's go from one zone. Is it going to react from that zone and start to go further down? Okay, you'll see that. Look, start on the minute chart, start to go further down. Okay, you've got to be able to see this. Okay, so you've got to be able to see this. Okay, so we look at it from now candlesticks. Okay, we're seeing bullish. Okay, but there's nothing significant. Okay, nothing significant. Okay, so this is why you've got to understand, okay, why the dollar index is doing certain things. If we look at the dollar index from a 5-minute point of view, it's going into bearish territory, not bullish. Okay, so if the dollar index is going down, okay, the USD should also be going down if we look for a 5-minute point of view as well. Okay, overall, not making any progress. Not making any progress. Look at the line chart as well. It's not making any progress itself. You've got to be able to see this, okay? If you're not able to see this, okay, you're not going to be able to make the profits on short term and long term. Whether you're doing intraday trading or long term trading, okay, it'll be basically very, very hard, okay? Any questions, anybody?
Kamal sir.
Yes, Mr. Tarun, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How about you, sir?
Not bad.
I just मैं 1225 को एंट्री लिया था बैंक निफ्टी में सर.
Right. 1225. Bear with me. 1225.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
No, not price. I'm talking about time.
All right.
Today 1225 is sorry, you are different time.
Okay.
This yeah, that's you can see the bearish bullish candles to green candles here down.
Here. Right. Can you mark it on the chart?
Yeah, here, sir. Before this.
Where? Okay.
Mark there.
Right, I'm with you now. Okay, then.
Before this, I have entered from the orange line started.
As a buyer or sell?
Buyer from upside at 6 o'clock. You can
see
that 6 o'clock.
Did you buy or did you sell?
I sell over at 6 o'clock. your 6 o'clock chart.
No. Don't tell me what time, okay? Did you place a buy or did you place a sell?
I place sell over here.
Okay. So you place sell
Then
there
I
and then you
got
got,
I
okay.
got exited from this point
Okay.
where I have marked before.
Yeah.
This was my target and I have achieved somewhat.
Okay.
Then I have entered again at here
For buy or sell?
for sell side,
Right. Why would you sell at
and
that
it
point?
have been reversed from here
Okay.
of the because I had an intention the sell side, but and a trend line also following the it was
Right. Okay.
responding over there.
First of all, okay, what you need to understand, okay, price did not move much from here. You saw price here and then you enter here for a sell. That isn't big movement. Price, you didn't
Okay.
let the price go up to make that sell side. Okay, that was a wrong time to enter.
Okay.
आप मेरे बात समझ रहे हो क्योंकि ये
जी
ज्यादा
समझ पा रहा
movement
हूँ
नहीं
सर.
था.
हाँ, मैं वो एक असेंडिंग चैनल फॉलो कर रहा था, तो मैं
Right.
उसके हिसाब से मैं लिया सेल से डायरेक्शन.
ओके. मैंने आपको ओके कितनी दफा बार ओके मैंने बोला ओके ये जो असेंडिंग डिसेंडिंग ओके काम नहीं करता.
ओके.
राइट. ओके. क्योंकि ये काम नहीं करता क्योंकि ये हायर टाइम फ्रेम पे नहीं है. ओके. क्योंकि यहाँ का जो पुश था ओके बुलिश जो पुश था ओके वो ज्यादा नहीं था ओके इसलिए जो सेल आपने ली ओके काफी नहीं था. ओके. प्राइस अगर आप एक जगह से ओके स्टॉप करो तो प्राइस को ओके चलने दो ओके कुछ देर तक फिर लगाओ. ओके. क्योंकि इस जगह
तो ये
एक जगह से दूसरी जगह तो ओके प्राइस का जो डिफरेंस ओके ज्यादा नहीं था इसलिए ओके आप ओके ये प्राइस रिवर्स हुआ.
तो ये रिवर्सल का कोई स्पेसिफिक रीजन सर?
क्योंकि ये है डिमांड जोन.
ओके.
राइट. ओके. क्योंकि आप लोग के एक बात ओके समझ नहीं रहे ओके वो है प्राइस पहले था सप्लाई जोन में ओके इसलिए प्राइस नीचे गया. प्राइस नीचे जाने के बाद ओके अगर आप ये देखो ओके यहाँ पे एक रिवर्सल हुआ ना.
हाँ हुआ सर.
हुआ. ओके. तो इसका मतलब है जो प्राइस का जो पावर वो कम हो रहा है. प्राइस ऊपर गया फिर दोबारा सेम जगह से ऑर्डर लिया. ओके. आप पहले देखो प्राइस ऊपर गया जो ब्लैक जो कैंडल्स है उसका पावर देखो वो कम हो रहा है. प्राइस ऊपर गया. ओके. प्राइस नीचे जा रहा है. ओके. इस कैंडल के बाद दूसरा जो कैंडल का पावर देखो कितना फर्क है.
ओके.
ये पहले था
तो
फिर
मैं
ज्यादा हुआ
ट्रैप में फंस
कम
गया
हुआ.
सर. मेरा ट्रैप हो गया.
हाँ. ऐसी जगह आप फंसे हो के ना इधर का ना उधर का के प्राइस सीखो. कैंडल स्टिक्स का जो लंबाई वो भी देखो.
ओके.
राइट. यहां से देखो ओके ऊपर नहीं गया. इस जो कैंडल इससे बड़ा है ओके उसके बाद जो कैंडल है ये भी बड़ा है लेकिन इससे बाद प्राइस अटक गया. प्राइस अटक वो होने के बाद ओके रिवर्सल हुआ, ओके, फिर
Okay.
बुल्स एंटर हुआ, थोड़ी देर के लिए ड्रॉबैक हुआ, फिर देखो क्या हुआ, क्योंकि ये डिमांड जोन है। डिमांड पे आप सेलर्स नहीं मिलेगा, आपको बायर्स मिलेगा।
वो हम कुछ कुछ कंफ्यूजन में एंट्री ले लिया, और जो यहाँ पे वो
राइट,
अर्न किया
ओके,
वो उसको वहां पे छोड़ दिया।
मैं ओके ये स्टॉप कर रहा हूँ, मीटिंग ओके